It's 2019 and we've only just learned the correct way to pronounce the word pannier. But is it too late? Has bike packing and the rackless frame bag killed off the pannier? Find out what I think in this video. Welcome back, Pathless Peddlers, and if you're new to the channel, if you're into the non-competitive side of cycling, gravel exploring, bike touring, the supple life, you have found your people, hit that subscribe button. And if you appreciate this content and want to support the channel, consider buying a patch or one of our brand new pins and sticker pack. Bikepacking has exploded over the last couple of years, and a constant debate on the forums is whether or not panniers are dead. Are they old technology, no longer worth your time? I beg to differ, and in this reason, I'm going to give you guys 5 reasons why I think that the pannier is still a great choice for lots of people. So reason number 1 is versatility. If you're looking for a bike bag that you can use both for exploring and for commuting around town, a pannier is tough to beat. And I know many of you out there are gonna say, whoa, 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 you know, I use my frame bags and my seat bags to commute to work, I carry my clothes. Yes, I totally acknowledge that, but for my personal use, I've still yet to find a frame bag or a seat bag that can carry a laptop comfortably, or things that are just big and it can't be easily stuffed into the dry bags of a bike packing system. Reason number 2 is that a pannier is not size specific. Regardless if you're a really tall person or a really short person, the volume of the bag will not change. You know, if you're 6 foot tall, then you can run a huge frame bag and you have plenty of clearance between your seat bag and the tire, and you won't have problems carrying, you know, all the necessities like food and water. But if you're shorter and you ride smaller frames, then the frame bags are actually quite laughable. They're about the size of a small purse. Add to that, you're also gonna have issues with the seat bag slapping the tire when you get on rough terrain. So if you're a shorter rider, someone that rides let's say small size mountain bike frames or down to extra small or size 52 and below, you're just gonna get more capacity out of a pannier. So next reason is that panniers just tend to be less expensive. If you look at the cost per liter of volume, bikepacking bags are like a Manhattan apartment, and the pannier is a house in the suburbs. Let's take a look at 2 popular brands. A 14-liter seat bag by Revelate retails around $150. That breaks down to just around $10 to $11 per liter. Taking a look at some Ortlieb panniers, capacity is 40 liters and the price is $190. And if you look at the cost per liter of volume, that breaks down to about $4 to $5 per liter of volume. I think another way in which panniers are more cost effective is that if you're just starting out, you can probably use the camping gear you already have. You don't have to invest in super ultralight tents or sleeping bags that you would need to cram into the small spaces of bike packing bags. I know for us, we actually have 2 sets of sleeping bags, our old ones that we used when we were touring with panniers, and we had to get brand new ones that were much smaller volume to fit in the bike packing bags. And this is something that a lot of people don't talk about. Because you are working with such a small amount of volume, the cost just continues to add up because you have to get lighter, more compact, and typically more expensive camping gear to fit in those bags. And lastly, another area where panniers are still relevant is if you were going on a super remote expedition style tour where you have to carry many days of food and water. I think even bike packing brands recognize this and have come out with their own mini panniers to augment bike packing bags. I think if you're going more than 3 or 4 days without services, without access to food or water, and you don't want to carry a backpack, panniers just have more volume and allow you to carry those resources you need. On an auxiliary note, if you like to tour and carry your hobbies with you, like I do, I like to carry fishing gear and painting gear, all sorts of side hobbies when we go on bike tours. Panniers are the way to go with that, just because you do have more space to bring, you know, luxury items. So where do you guys fall on the great pannier debate? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys like content like this, consider supporting the channel by joining us on Patreon or buying some patches and pins, all that good stuff. And until next time, keep the supple side down.